Ever felt that electric buzz in the air where something wild is unfolding, but nobody's quite shouting about it yet? Like the whole city's holding its breath on the edge of an ancient Detroit icy night, waiting for the first furious crack of lightning to light up the sky. Yeah, that's us right now. Lions fans, every whispered rumor, every half-seen flash on the training field, telling us that something seismic is stirring under the surface. Light up the comments if your soul still aches to see Detroit rise from the ashes, because this isn't just another off-season noise. It feels like a spark in the dark ready to blaze into a roaring wildfire. Behind those closed doors at Ford Field, insiders are murmuring with cautious hope. They're holding their breath for a name that keeps slipping through the cracks. Isaac Tesla. You might have blinked, maybe thought, who? But trust me, this isn't some bench warmer or late pick fluttering on the edge of the roster. No, Isaac Tesla could be the bombshell, the thunderclap we've been starving for. The type of player who doesn't just make catches, but shatters game plans, forces defenses into chaos, and makes Jared Goff's throws sing like they did back when we believed the playoffs were more than just a cruel joke. This kid's burst onto the scene in rookies limbo OTAs, camps, practices nobody watches closely, but the whispers grew louder every day. Could he be the new Puka Nacua? The scouts mutter, a swagger bouncing behind the words. That comparison? It isn't just hype. Puka was a revelation, a forgotten gem suddenly pure fire on the field, stretching defenses and flipping momentum. With one hell of a catch. If Tesla is even half that good, Detroit's offense is about to get the weapon it's desperately needed, a big, strong, fast wide receiver who can be trusted in the clutch without waiting months to get his feet. You feel that relief. After years of grinding misery, false dawns, and departed stars, this could be the shot in the arm this franchise craves. The perfect storm brewing atop a team that has quietly been sharpening every edge. Our defense, once a sieve, hardened into a feared fortress last season. Our offense, balanced and daring. Our coaching, pushing relentless grit and innovation. Remember, from the Caldwell-era's soul-crushing freezes to the painful grind of rebuild after rebuild, Detroit knows how to suffer, how to believe against the odds. But what if this is the moment it all pays off? What if Isaac Tesla isn't just a name to stash on the depth chart, but the explosive force that melts away defensive schemes? Imagine Goff tossing bullets, Amanda St. Brown routes growing sharper, and Tesla backing them with pure NFL-ready muscle and speed. The guys run routes that would make seasoned vets blink twice clean wins in one-on-ones, poking holes in defensive coverages like a seasoned pro. And what makes it even sweeter? Brad Holmes, the architect of hope, betting big on this kid by trading and drafting to get him. Holmes isn't a gambler who throws darts blind. He's a man who sees Detroit's desperate need and answers the call with precision. So, when you see Tesla spin past defenders or snag the ball like it's magnetized, it's not a fluke. It's the dawning of a new weapon in Detroit's arsenal. But here's where it cuts deep, where the stakes make your pulse slam against your ribs. What if this awakening is the spark that ignites a season none of us dared dream? What if the offense aligns perfectly around Tesla, Goff, and the steady rise of other weapons? And suddenly the Lions aren't just contenders but monsters of the NFC? Detroit's been waiting for that break, that one player who shifts everything. What if Tesla is it, yet the shadow of what if lingers? What if this is the decisive gamble, the last throw of the dice before the Lions' window slams shut and fades into another painful rebuild? What if one injury, one misstep, steals this moment away before it fully arrives? The agony of hope is delicious and brutal because it aches with possibility and peril in equal measure. And if Tesla turns out to be the Puka-like revelation, the surge of hope that takes us beyond mere hopeful talk into battles for the playoff, then the dominoes will fall fast. We'll want to see who steps up next, who the secret weapon behind the scenes is, the unsung savior ready to charge the field. Detroit, the fuse is lit, the atmosphere charged, And for the first time in too long, this doesn't feel like fantasy. It feels like the raw, electric truth. The Lions may have found their next great weapon, and if Isaac Tesla delivers, we aren't coming back quietly. We're coming for blood. Shatter the silence, Detroit. The ground beneath us is trembling. And we're finally on the cusp of a legendary revolution that could finally lift the curse hanging over Ford Field like an unshakable shadow. Every scar, every heartbreak, every failure from that 0-16 nightmare to the crushing loss against Green Bay last season, every bitter reminder of what it means to bleed Lions blue fuels his relentless fire. We've watched our heroes rise and fall, watched legends retire too soon, only to be replaced by ghosts of disappointment that haunted the sidelines. But that's ancient history now. The whispers tell us a storm is brewing, a seismic shift embedded deep into the fabric of our franchise. And the name that keeps echoing in those circles, the ripple in the dead silence, Isaac Tesla is no mere prospect, no fleeting flash of hope. He's the thunder, the lightning that can shatter the old illusions. And I tell you, the locker room's energy? It's electric with hope, tension, anticipation. They see the cracks forming in the NFC. Rivals nervously eyeing up Detroit's new weapons, knowing full well this team, this city, has been through hell and back, and now we're ready to explode. Our front office, Holmes and Campbell, they're not dabbling. They're playing chess while everyone else is playing checkers, taking gambles in the drafts. Calculated risks that whisper of a higher purpose, always inching closer to that elusive playoff promise. And the whispers in the practice facilities? They're about Tesla, his raw power, his explosiveness, the kind of player that could make defenses crumble, transforming Jared Goff from a gunslinger into a legend just waiting to be anointed, igniting a fire under receiver groups that's been dormant far too long. Think back, remember Barry, unstoppable, elusive, the spirit that carried us through the darkest times. Or Calvin's era of dominance. What if Tesla's the second coming of that relentless, fearless football genius? The significance isn't lost on us every draft. Every trade decision leading to this moment feels like a masterstroke. A reckoning because we've been built on resilience and heartbreak, each step only fueling our desire for glory. That 0-16 season? A scar etched into our spirit. And now when we see Tesla break out clawing, fighting, making plays like he's got a vendetta sometimes, I wonder if this is Detroit's moment to rise from its grave, to redefine its soul on the field. Last season's narrow playoff bid felt like a teaser glimpse of what could be. If we find that spark, that one game changer who rewires our entire offense and ignites a frenzy in the NFC, could Tesla be it? Or is this just another ghost story we tell at night to keep hope alive? But deeper still, what if this isn't just about him? What if Tesla's arrival ignites a chain reaction, unleashing the full potential of Jared Goff, awakening the dormant beast in our offense, turning Ford Field into a fortress of unstoppable force? The rivalry bears, Packers, Vikings, they tremble at the thought of a Detroit resurgence. Whispers of fear ripple through NFC headquarters. What if the Lions finally break free from their chains? What if this season becomes the saga that Detroit fans have yearned for, every heartbeat pounding, every nerve frayed with anticipation, knowing full well that the next play, the next snap, could change everything, could herald the dawn of a new era for a city desperate for validation, for victory, for the redemption that has loomed so tantalizingly close for decades, but always seemed just out of reach. And yet, amidst this hope, a relentless shadow lingers. What if the gamble on Tesla backfires? What if the pressure overwhelms him, and we're left clutching remnants of a dream that slipped through our fingers? The only certainty is that patience wears thin, and the stakes couldn't be higher, because if Tesla becomes the catalyst, if this squad bonds under the weight of history, if the city dares to believe again, will it be enough to shatter the cycle of despair? Or will we drown in the silence when the moment finally breaks? Or perhaps, is this the season everything changes forever? Or does the earth tremble beneath our feet just to leave us falling back in the darkness?